Let me first thank President Putin for providing an opportunity for a conversation. Global order is in flux. While there's agreement on the inadequacy of mid-20th century rules of the game, there's disagreement on how to replace them with more equitable rules of the game, regulating relations between states on the one hand and states and non-state actors and markets on the other. The discourse centered on conflict between states is also faced a fundamental challenge, and conventional warfare is posing new questions regarding use of force, its adequacy, and its efficiency. With states' collapse becoming a pattern in some areas, the question confronting us is no longer fixing a weak link, but rethinking a broken chain. While threats to global order in general and the state system in particular are increasing, the response is still fragmented and episodic. Terrorist and extremist organizations are exploiting the uncertainty to create an ecological system that would allow them to create a fast-changing morphology and a more rapid set of pathologies. The ecology of terror is transnational, highly symbiotic with global, regional, and national criminal networks, expert at utilization of technology and the new media, disciplined in use of violence to awe and overwhelm, and skilled at identification, manufacturing, and exploitation of grievances and social fissures to create discords. In terms of organization and networks, their morphology shows rapid change. Analysts have documented that Daesh, in contrast to Al-Qaeda, is moved from organization to orientation, decision, and action in a very short period of time. In terms of access to wealth, the quest for control of territory, in modes of recruitment, terrorism has undergone a massive change in morphology. The change in ecology and morphology in turn is manifest in a more rabid pathology, extreme brutality against individuals, groups, and institutions is not suffice. Cultural heritage and forms of sociability have been under attack. We in Afghanistan feel both the absence of rules of the game and the concentrated use of terror. 3 quick points. First, we occupy a prominent place in the narrative and activities of terrorist organization networks. They are betting on our failure. And should they fail, 3 of our neighbors, China, India, and Russia, out of the BRIC countries, would be in harm's way. But also all our other neighbors, near and far. Second, an all-out war is forced on us. We are fighting on behalf of the region and the world. And in this fight, we need to be joined by forceful and coherent action. 3, the Afghan people have a vision. Our vision is to become the Asian roundabout, a key hub in the revival of the Silk Road. What do we expect of the leaders of BRICS? First, lead in establishing the new rules of the game to regulate relations between states. Second, articulate and implement an agenda for strengthening of the state system. Without a coherent state system, terror would not be overcome. It's the lack of cooperation between states that allows the ecology, morphology, and pathology to thrive. 3, secure agreement on a comprehensive strategy of overcoming terrorism. Our actions are partial and fragmented, while they move with coherence, determination, and decisiveness. And 4, unleash the economic potential through regional incorporation in global cooperation, particularly by translating the vision of Silk Road into an actual possibility, because as long as there's massive poverty there will always be a reserve army of labor to be recruited. The young and the excluded must have a place in our global order, in regional order, in order to own it and defend it. We have the will in Afghanistan not only to overcome the past, but to marshal our energies to realize a compelling, credible, and feasible vision of the future. Our proposal is to see and use Afghanistan as a platform for cooperation, not as a place of competition. Let us work together to bring peace, stability, and prosperity to our interconnected world. Thank you.